Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Kizzy. If you are new here, thank you. Thank you for clicking on my video. So today's video is going to be about the things I wish I would have known when I was in my 20s. I don't know what's that in my hair, but the first thing I wish I would have known was having self-worth for myself. I think back when I was in my 20s, I let so much happen as far as with relationships with friends, relationships with men. I just allowed so much because I really didn't know who I was. And I feel like the woman I am today, 27 years later, if I would have known then, I feel like it wouldn't have been, a part of my life in my 20s. Although my parents, my mom and dad, instilled a lot in their kids. But when I got off into the world of dating, having friends, it just became different. I wish I would have known self-worth. I also wish I was more business oriented. I didn't have any real goals like when I was in my 20s. No real goals when I was in my 20s. I became a mom at 23, so my 20s was pretty much taken up. 23, I had my daughter, and I think my last baby, which was Paul, I probably was 30, I think. I don't know, 30 soon, maybe. 20, when you're in your 20s, that's a rough time, especially if you are hanging out and around a not so good environment. And even if you know it, you still kind of want to hang out because you want to be accepted by a certain group of people. Like I said, I wish I had self-worth. I wish I was more business oriented. I wish I was saving. I wish I could have been working on just a better headspace for myself. And me having friends in my 20s was not it for me. Relationships with men was not it for me because, again, I don't know, I feel like I was a little crazy back then. Crazy, but maybe not crazy enough. I do not know what's happening with my face. I don't know if it's the camera or not. In my 20s, if I would have known, I wouldn't believe everything people say to me. So let me tell you this right now. I'm 47, so I'm talking 20 all the way to 29. When people tell you that they are on your team and that they love you and they want to see you win, you cannot believe them. Like, I don't care what their status is in your life. Everybody don't want to see you win. Everybody don't want to see you completing goals. Everybody don't want to see that. They just don't. They just don't. Because I know I already had my 2 kids when I met my husband. My daughter, Deshauna, she was 5. And Emmanuel was 2. He was 2. I'm trying to think, was he about to have his 2nd birthday when I met Carlo? Mama was born in 2003. And I had a lot of people in my life who really wasn't for my relationship with Carlo. I don't know if it's because he was just handling business. He came in, he was working and took care of the family, and we end up having a kid, which was Mary, probably a year after we was together. But it's like, I felt like people was, a lot of people in our life was really against it. Why, I don't know. Maybe the struggle for me when I was without a man or having their fathers not around, maybe that's what people really wanted to see, and that made them become more comfortable because I was struggling, welfare assistance, all that. And it just seems like certain people in my life, I don't know. I don't even know how to really put it into words, but I just feel like certain people in my life was okay with that struggle for me. Then when I met this man, he came in, he taking care of his family, doing all these things, and we both just started hearing crazy stuff. And it's just like, everybody who say they on your side, they want to see you win, especially in your 20s. You're so gullible. You want to believe it. But it ain't always true because everybody is not always on your team. I'm sorry. Even if it's your mom, all the way down to your grandpa, all the way down to your uncles, all the way down to your sisters, to your brothers, they don't always want to see you win. All the way down to that childhood friend, your best friend, them people is not always on your side. You have to really know the people you are around. I wish when I was in my 20s, the thing that what I know now, 47, I wish I would have known it in my 20s. I wouldn't have so many variety of friends because a woman, a girl can have 15 female friends, but maybe one is solid. They all not your friend because either they're getting together talking about you because you seem like different, and they may think that you think you bougie because you don't really partake in what they do. But that's okay. You just learn as you grow. So by the time by the time I was in my 30s, I just started like cutting people. And I'm not saying for every female friend and every ex-man that I had, I'm not saying everybody was bad. For the most part, everybody, for the most part, for me, that was a part of my life, because I feel like I really didn't have that ace boom coon person. You know how everybody say we went to school together, now we get be pregnant together, we having our weddings together, as far as like a best friend. I didn't have that. And even when I thought I had that, it was not real, because I still was not truly accepted in my group, although I tried to do everything everybody else was doing. But God knew that I was different. I really wasn't accepting me being different. I really wasn't accepting the fact that they wasn't accepting me, because I was confused. Like, I'm just doing everything everybody else doing. Like, why aren't these people accepting me? But I never really had a conversation with myself about it until I was probably about 32, 33 years old. I just had a moment. I'm just like, okay, it's time for me to close the doors, because I can be everything for everybody. But when it was time for me to either get a word or be sad or whatever it was, nobody wasn't really there to check on me or to really be concerned. Not everybody, but majority. Okay. I don't know. But I feel like the woman I am today, from the woman I was in my 20s, it helped shape me today. It helped me to be able to discern more. Like right now, I'm 47. I don't have friends. That's not like a bad thing. I got really close with my coworkers, and we may go to lunch and dinner and all that. But I still feel like, just being my age, I already have like this big family and I already have so much going on in my life. I cannot really give a friend what they will be looking for, like phone calls and all that. I'm just not that person. Because right now, when I was in my 20s, I yearned for friends. Like, I just really wanted to be accepted by these people. And I felt like I was confused because I didn't know why nobody wasn't accepting me. But like I said, as I grew and as I understood more, God set me apart. He definitely set me apart. I got saved when I was 17 years old. Even if I wasn't living right, I still knew the word. I was 17 years old when I went and gave my life to Christ. And I just feel like after that, I literally been having like visions, but I always suppress them. It could be about the friends that I'm hanging out with or what's happening in my life. I always suppress those thoughts because I just truly wanted to be accepted. If you are a woman and a man in your 20s, and the people that you want to accept you, be happy that they are not accepting you. Be happy. Because God has set you apart, because he has a plan for you, and the plan do not include them. So don't push yourself on people. Don't push yourself to love, for people to love you. Don't push yourself for people to like you. Don't push your dream or your passion on people. You don't have to. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. I did it enough for everybody because I just wanted to be accepted, you know? And it's just like, now I'm just like, nah. And I try to teach my daughter, my oldest, she has a very I don't know if it's because of me or what, but she has a very, very small circle. She has a very small circle. And I think she's in her 20s. Oh no, I personally think that she is experiencing what I experienced when I was in my 20s. She might not try to have her friends or the people she associated with to accept her, but they not really clicking because God set her apart. He has a plan for her. It does not include them. Because did y'all know that women can be jealous of you and secretly praying on your demise, but when you with them, they act like they your ride or die? Did you know that you don't have to have nothing? You could be the welfare queen, living in a small place, but you still got your place together and you still got your kids together. People can still be jealous of you. I'm talking about people who really got stuff going on, good jobs, nice home, but somehow, some way they still became jealous. I feel like that was a big portion of my life. I feel like for so many years, I didn't have nothing. All I had was me and my 2 kids, but I always made a way out of no way. And I just felt like people made their mind up, like the people that I was calling my friends, because it was just like friendship from a distance, as far as like, I like you, but I like you better when you struggle. I like you, but why are you wearing that outfit today? I like you, but how you know your man not cheating? So praise Jesus, like I'm over that. Even when I started getting close with my coworker, I still was a little bit taken back, just because of all of the stress and the trauma that I've been through in my 20s. I really just didn't have time to let my guards down or trust no one. I'm blessed that I found the team that I have, that I'm working with. They are amazing women. They are funny women, and I'm grateful for that. And they are young as well. So it's just like, I feel like God has set my feet in a place where I'm always ministering to women. Like, I don't know, but it's just so funny. It's so funny. Even with my daycare moms, they can come in and look completely normal to everybody else, but I can see that something is off, or they may need just a gentle touch on the shoulder, or ask how they day going. It's been times where I told a couple of my moms, when I was led to, if you need a break, I'll keep the kids. You and your husband can have date night. And I really feel like God did not only call me to this childcare world to place something in these people's kids, but I think it's also for the parents. I think all my trauma I've been through in my early 20s and late teens, like I said, it shaped me into the woman I am today, so I can be able to talk to my daughters. If I feel or discern something, oh boy, my daughter, my oldest, it was really a trying time with her, because I was the first time mom, obviously having a teenage daughter, and things got real heavy with us. We wasn't the closest, but I feel like now we are. But her in her teenage years, I feel like we wasn't, because I feel like I was trying to stop something that I seen with her friends. She wasn't receptive to that, because she just wanted to be accepted. And I'm just like, they ain't your friends. Like, and I was just pushing it to her. So it kind of made her rebel, in a sense of throwing herself at these girls. Like, they are my friends. You don't know what you're talking about just because you don't have friends, or you don't like people, just stuff like that. But I'm grateful for my daughter. I'm grateful for my oldest son and my last 4 and my stepson. God will definitely lead all 7 of these kids in the place that they should go, because I'm constantly praying for them. Even if it looks like stuff is not going accordingly how it should, in their lives as me being a mom, physically seeing what's happening in their life. God has a way to use people and use your surroundings so you can have your own testimony, right? Whatever I want for my kids, they have to want it for themselves. But all I can do is just keep my face before God and continue to pray for them. And I feel like life is lifing for all of them. All of my kids, they are all uniquely different. But at the end of the day and at the beginning of the day, they know one thing: Jesus is Lord. And they also know when they are facing anxiety or whatever have you, they all know to pray. I cannot do this alone. What is happening? What is happening? Either on a phone call to mom, asking me to pray, or they know to go into prayer. So that's the good part. That is the good part. Apple, what are you doing? Hi, Mookie. But yeah, guys, so if you hanging out, if you hanging out with people and you my age and you know that clique don't like you, why are you still there? Okay, thank you. Why are you still there? I love you too. Just get a dog. Why are you still there? Remove yourself. They'll miss you when you go. Trust me. And everybody will act like they don't know what happened. They will miss you when you go. Thank you, Appy. Okay, can I finish? Thank you. Can I finish? Thank you. And if you're in your 20s, like I said, this is such a vulnerable time in your life. You know, you're young. All you do, you just want to be accepted. But the world we living in today, it's best not to be accepted by the wrong group of people. Because if you focus on getting accepted by the wrong group of people, your life, you're going to add like 5 extra years to just extra things in your life that you didn't even want to be added. So take a step back and look at your life right now where you are. Look at the people that you waking up to, texting and calling. Are they really here for you? And if they not, I'm not telling you to be the cutoff queen like me. But what I am saying to do is evaluate your life, because I feel like today, 47, 27, 20, people need to be of value to your life. Because if you're still hanging out with people that want to rob people, if you're still hanging out with people that want to sleep with people, man, see, stuff like that, you got to value what's in your heart. And it's okay. We are in the new year. And you don't have to let that be a part of you for this year. Just be a new you. It ain't hard. You can make a video and telling the people like, look, I ain't y'all friend no more. I'm done. I'm out. You can always do that. I did it. But yeah. Brianna gonna be like, you make that video talking about some, she absolutely hate when I say I don't have any friends. Because I'm so used to saying I don't have any friends. Because I haven't had actual friends in so many years. And I'm 50. Like, I don't know. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's really hard to accept. When you've been through what I've been through, sometimes it's hard to accept that people really like you for you. And I think that's kind of where I was bumping heads with Brianna at. Because she's my coworker. And we are friends, okay? I feel like I really didn't believe the friendship just because the trauma I've been through in my 20s or in my late teens with women in particular. Men, I had it under my belt. But I feel like my only downfall with men was being so easy to believe their lies. I mean, I know you could be 50 still believing your man lies, you right? But it's just like, I probably was just told like the goofiest lies though. And I wanted to believe it because I really liked the person. So I wanted to believe it. Oops. So, yeah. Okay, guys. Those are just a couple things that I wish I would have known in my 20s that I know being 47. So let's do a recap. Saving money, friendships, and relationships with men and women, and saving. Those are my biggest things I wish I would have known, and my self-worth. Those are my biggest things I wish I would have known when I was in my 20s. I'm so honored to be a mother of 6 kids, right? Because they don't really know my journey. I never really kind of talked about things with them. I never really told them my life with friends. Maybe I touched on it a little bit. But I'm honored to be a mom in a sense of my kids love me. Me and my oldest two, we may have had, I'm talking about my oldest two, Deshauna and Emmanuel. We may have had our differences, but I feel like my children do genuinely love me. And one thing for sure, I know that they know that I love them because I'm mom. Just like that movie, Imitation of Life. We always gonna be mama. But at some point, you can't be letting your kids see. This is what this. I don't even know where I'm going with this, but when you got a kid, we're gonna say a grown kid living in your house who's disrespectful, who want to throw hands, and you old. That's the type of person you gotta love at an actual distance. That's the type of person you gotta call the police on. Kid or no kid, you just gotta know how to do it. Cause I don't think that I can be a mom like that with my kids putting their hands on me. I don't even know how to do it. I don't think I can be the mom where my kids coming at me thinking they checking me. I don't think that I can be a mom like that. Or I think it'll take me a long time to come back from that because I kind of went through something like that. And I feel like it took a while for me to mentally come back to my kids because I'm like, at some point you done fell off. You thought this was okay. Okay, I'm talking too much. You guys, thank you for watching my video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Peace. Wait, hold on. Peace.